Hello YouTube friends, how are you today? Today it's Tuesday here in Denmark and it is almost 8 p.m. and it's still so beautiful light outside. I love summer. Have I ever told you that? I love summer. I don't like winter because it's cold and everything hurts on me when it's cold and yeah. But in Denmark, the summers are weird because sometimes we have beautiful weather and it's nice and warm. And then the next day, somehow the weather gods believe it's autumn and it's windy and it's raining and it's cold. And then the next day, it's 30 degrees again and my body is confused and everything hurts again. Sometimes I tell David, I must be born on the wrong place in this world, you know. I must be born somewhere wrong because my body isn't made for this. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make a WIP Chat today. I don't know how long or how much I have to tell you, but I'm gonna try. And yeah, so if you're new to my channel, hi. My name is Mia. I am currently 42 years old and I live in Denmark with my husband David and our 5 cats, our fur babies. I knit and I do diamond painting and I'm also staying home. I have a disease, illness, condition, I still don't know what to call it, called Klippel-Feil syndrome, or KFS. And that's doing a lot of havoc on me and in me and everywhere me. And I have a lot of pain, so I'm at home. My husband is a truck driver. He drives for an oil company called OK, where he delivers diesel and fuel for trucks and yeah, cars. So this is my channel, and basically you're gonna hear about me and my life and everything in between. You're gonna hear about my hobbies. You're gonna hear about what Klippel-Feil is doing to me and how it affects me and my feelings about all this. You're gonna meet the kitties, and maybe one day you're gonna meet David. I would love one day to do some sort of Q&A with him, and if you people have questions, you know, you could send them to me or ask them, you know, and then we could do something like that. But that's just down the road, you know. Yeah. So now you know something about me if you're new. I have my first video a while back. It's called my first video about my life with Klippel-Feil syndrome. So if you want to know more than just short little speak about it, go watch that one. It's about an hour long. Whew, poor you, but it's a good one. And if you've been here before, hi, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you. So yeah, while you're here and before I get started, please give my video a like, and if you aren't already subscribed, please do that. I would love to get to 20 subscribers, and my next goal is 50. I have 1,000 followers on Instagram this week. Yay! 1,000 followers on Instagram. How do I get those 1,000 over here? I mean, what can I do? Yeah, so I'm almost at 20 subscribers here on YouTube, which is, yay, I'm so happy, but I would love more. So yeah. So please give this video a like, subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. Ask something, comment down below if you have anything to tell me or to ask me, anything. And then if you want to be notified whenever I put up new content, and believe me, I don't even know when I'm going to do that. There's a bell next to the subscribe button. You can click it, ding it, do whatever you want. Beat it up, do whatever you want. And you'll be notified whenever I put up a new video. So yeah. So let's get started with this WIP Chat. If you don't know what a WIP Chat is, WIP stands for Work in Progress, which means I'm going to work on something, and today it is knitting. I'm knitting I don't know if it's a tunic or a dress for my cousin's daughter. She is very petite. She's 5 and she's currently using the same clothes size as my 2-year-old niece, Rosa. Width-wise, she's a bit larger. So they're having some troubles, finding clothes for her. And at my brother's 40th birthday a while back, I was knitting on a dress for Rosa, and I asked, well, would you want me to knit something for Anna? And they would love that. So here I am knitting for Anna. So that is my WIP, and I think chat is kind of self-explanatory by now. I mean, I'm chatting away here, yakking your ear off. So yeah, grab your WIP if you have any, or if you're driving your car, or cleaning, or cooking, or you can do anything. Some people say that if I talk for a longer time, my voice is very soothing. My husband, sometimes when he's very tired at evening, I'm just talking, telling him about everything I did, and he kind of, dozes off because my voice is soothing to him. Yeah. Maybe it's because it's safe to hear me talk. I mean, we've known each other for 22 years. 22 years, yeah, that's a while by now. We've been married 15 years in September. This September, we will have been married for 15 years and been together for 19 years. So yeah, that's a while by now. But really, you can do anything while I talk. I'm not really sure what I'm going to talk about today, but I'm sure I'm going to figure it out as we go. So, how are you guys? I hope you're having a good day and you had a good weekend and you have a nice week ahead of you. So my weekend, or our weekend, was, for me, it was relaxing. David went to a bachelor party on Saturday. And I was at home, knitting away on this dress, tunic, whatever it's going to be, and listening to an audiobook and watching some YouTube videos from different people and, cuddling with the cats and just doing whatever I wanted. And then around 2 a.m., I wrote David as like, are you ready to come home? Because I'm starting to get tired. And he was like, no, just go to bed. We're having such a good time, so I'm gonna grab a cab when we're ready to end this. Okay. So I went to bed and I think I heard him come home. He was trying to be silent, but sometimes I can hear a fly, I can hear everything. And other times I don't hear anything. I mean, sometimes a bomb could go off and I wouldn't hear it. But usually I hear it whenever he's coming in the door. So, I was, what time is it? And he was like, it's 6 a.m. That's a good party, So they had a really good time. They were just, hanging out, having good food, having beer taste, playing music. Both David and several of the other boys there play guitar. So they were just having a good old time. Watching some Tour de France, I think, and the big screen they have out there in the garage where they were sitting. They were just having a good old time. Then on Sunday, of course, David was tired because he hadn't had much sleep. but Sunday is also cleaning day. So, oh, sorry, I had to yawn. Sunday is cleaning day, so we had to do, just a bit of it. But we have Dora, our little explorer, our vacuum robot. So she was, doing her job, and David was cleaning the bathroom, and I was, cleaning in the kitchen, and I don't know what. And then we decided, today we're just going to relax a little. So we sat down and we watched Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Have you seen that one? If not, do. It's funny. I love that little hedgehog. And I love the family, and I love the story. I'm not gonna say any spoilers here, but I think you should see it if you haven't already, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Yeah. And then we cooked. I cooked sweet potato dal. Oh, I love that dish. So we cooked that, and then David was gaming online with some friends. Sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning today. Oh well. So David went gaming with some friends. They're playing Minecraft, I think. Well, was it I don't know. They're playing. And I was knitting and listening to my audiobook. Right now I'm listening to Fredrik Backman. He's a Swedish author. He made the Bear Town and a man called Ove. Britt Marie was here. Those books, I don't know if you know them. He's hilarious. I love the humor. So I was listening to Bear Town, and now I'm on to Us Against Them, I think it's called in English. Yeah. All because there's a book number 3 in that series. It's called The Winners, and usually when it's been a while since I've heard the other books, I just start all over, So first Bear Town, and then Us Against Them, and then when I'm done with that one, in I don't know how many hours, it will be The Winners. I really can't wait to hear it, because I just love his style of writing. I do listen to a lot of audiobooks. This year my goal is 100. It is every year. Because I do listen a lot. I mean, like, often when David's at work, he leaves every day. Monday through Friday, he leaves at 4 p.m. And when he leaves, I usually pick up my phone and start an audiobook. These days I have a little issue because my headset died. The piece in my right ear, there's no sound. So I have I have one of these. It's called something Shocks Aftershock. We bought them a few years ago, and they're going like sitting like this, and they don't go in the ear. They're just sitting here, and it works kind of like, have you heard of cochlear implants? They work sort of like that. They send the sound with I'm trying to figure out. They send the sound in through the bone here, and if I would put in earplugs, the sound would be even louder. But I don't like having stuff in my ears. These little headphones is everything I can handle. So I use the Aftershocks, and then I have these big old headsets. Oh my god. These, I use them too because, the battery and the Aftershock and this isn't lasting me 8 hours somehow. I can listen for an audiobook for 8 hours when David's at work. So it's a long time, and that's why it sucks that the other one died, because even though it isn't wireless, I can do a lot of stuff with it plugged in, because I just put the phone in my back pocket and I can just walk around doing whatever. So I have to buy some new ones. The issue is, I've been online looking, and they made new ones that's not using the little plug-in. This little plug-in. Now they're using the USB-C for a plug-in, which I think it's fine for most people, but usually I have my phone plugged to get more battery on it, because I use it so much, so the battery dies on it if I don't have it plugged up to get more power on it. But I think I found somewhere where I can buy some more. I think I'm gonna buy 2 just to be sure this time, because I hate when it happens. They just die out of nowhere. Yeah. Wait a minute. I have to write down whenever I get to a new round to make sure that I know how much I've done. Yeah. So I listen to audiobooks. What are you doing? Are you able to read real books? I used to read all the time, I would read every day for hours, and then stress got me big time back in 2010. And I don't know, it affected my brain. I can't read. I can read, but I don't understand what I understand what I read. I don't remember what I read. That's the problem. I could read and read and read, and then when I kind of turned the page, I couldn't remember what I read, which was... It was bad, because I've been reading my entire life. I started reading when I was 5. I could read for myself when I was 5, and I've read ever since. So it was a big sorrow for me not being able to read. And for a few years I was just, sad, and it didn't make my stress any better. And then a friend came to me and said, "Have you tried these audiobooks?" And I immediately shut it down, because I was certain that it wouldn't do any good, and it wouldn't work for me. So he's like, "Yeah, try listening to this book. It's very popular." And funny thing is, it was a man called Ove. I think it's 6 years ago, 6 to 7 years ago now. And she made me listen to the book, and behold, I remembered the book. Even when it was done, when I've listened to all of it, I remembered everything from that book. And I've gotten my book life back, I got my imaginary world back. That's what books is for me, It's a hidden world in me, in my head, in my imaginative bone, my brain lights up when I read, I see the characters, I see the places, it's like a movie in my head when I listen to a book, So to have that back, I can't even explain to you how much it meant to me. And I've been listening to about 100 books a year ever since. And it's not little short books. Many of these books are 10 plus hours. A lot of them are even 20 plus hours. But if I listen, I mean, it's not every day that I listen for 8 hours. 8 hours, it's a long time. It's a work day for many people. But it's not every day that I listen for 8 hours. But, I mean, give it just a few days a week that I listen that much. That's at least a book, you know. So, yeah. I get through a lot of books. The end of last year, I listened to the Ice People by Birgit Sendemo, and then there is 2 other series that follows that one. I listened to those 2. It took me 3 months, I think. That sound is my washer telling me it's done. Sorry. I think it took me 3.5 months to listen to that entire nearly 100 book series. And yeah, I can recommend that book series as well, but you need time. I don't think it would take as long for me to have read it, you know, had I had the books in my hands. I don't think it would have taken me that long back in the days, but right now I have to take the time that the reader does, which sometimes irritates the beep out of me because damn, they're slow sometimes, you know. If I listen to a book that I've read myself back in the days, and I know how long it took me to read that book, so how can it take almost twice that time, you know? I was a fast reader. My teachers in school were testing me all the time, you know, to make sure that I wasn't cheating somehow, you know, and just, you know, switch, turn, you know. But I read it, you know, I was just a very fast reader. And I have always been that. I remember when the Harry Potter books came out, especially number 4, 5, 6, and 7, which was good, thick books. I read them all in about 24 hours. You know, I bought the book, went home, started reading, and I wouldn't talk to anybody or go anywhere. I would just read for 24 hours and it'd be done. Yeah. And now it takes a gazillion years to hear those books. Yeah. I prefer hearing books in English, especially if the author is English as well. Somehow things get lost in translation, you know. At least for me, it's not the same. I mean, I prefer hearing the words that the author wanted it to be, you know. So, if I have the possibility, I will always listen to the books in original language. It's not possible if the book's in Spanish or Italian or whatever, but if it's an English book, I prefer to hear it in English. And I understand everything just fine, you know. English isn't hard for me. I know some people find English hard, but, you know, I grew up with English. Today, many movies and everything, you know, they dub them so that when you see the movie they speak Danish, you know, and kids learn to watch movies like that. We didn't have that when I was a child, you know. There was English, and then there were a few Danish movies, you know, where the actors spoke Danish, you know, so of course they were easy for me to understand. But my dad was watching a lot of TV and a lot of movies and shows like that, you know, and I watched it with him. And if I wanted to understand, you know what was going on, because my dad was crazy. He went crazy if I kept asking, what's happening? What are they saying? You know, so very, very fast I learned to read so that I could follow the text, you know, the subtitles. And then I learned English because I learned, you know, I listened while I read, so, you know, it made sense. And I think that I started understanding English when I was 8, maybe. You know, I could watch a movie or a show or something, and I didn't have to read the subtitles all the time. So it's easy for me because, you know, kids, they learn so fast. Yeah. But sometimes I think today, I don't know, it's hard, you know, because it's different today. I know that. But if we didn't translate everything into Danish or into, I don't know, German or Norwegian or Spanish or Turkish or any language, Spanish, if we didn't translate it, they would have either, they have to learn either to read faster or to learn the language. And again, there's a huge difference in kids. I mean, one of David's cousins, his daughter, she's 7, I think, 7 or 8 by now. When she was 4, she spoke Spanish and Japanese, I think, or was it Chinese? Because she was watching YouTube videos. She was watching Peppa Pig and Paw Patrol and Doc McStuffin and everything. She was just watching it on YouTube, and she was just clicking the video and watch it in whatever language that came up, you know. So she learned. She didn't learn it fluently, of course, but she could say, I don't know, in how many languages. She could count to 10 in English, German, I think Chinese or Japanese, you know, because she just wanted to learn. And kids are different, I know that too. But sometimes I think that kids would learn faster if everything wasn't dubbed. That's just my opinion. And nobody has to say I'm right. It's just my opinion. Yeah. So, but I prefer English books. Yeah. So yesterday was Monday and I was out shopping. We needed a few things. And other than that, I was tired yesterday, so I slept a lot of the time. Well, not a lot, but I slept some of the time. And then I knitted and I listened to audiobooks and I watched some YouTube videos, which is what I do most nights when David is working. Yeah. Today is Tuesday, and today I've been cooking and playing with the kitties, and now I'm here talking to you guys. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and Wednesday is Rosa Day, so hopefully she's coming out here tomorrow, and hopefully the weather will be great. Right now it's raining, and about 10 minutes ago the sun was shining, and then again earlier it was raining, you know. I hope that tomorrow is just nice weather so that we can be outside and play. Yeah. Make soap bubbles and play football and just have fun. And then we can go inside and play with all the play food that she has. She loves making me tea and cook I don't know what for me in her little play area. And then she has some stuffed animals. And whenever she finds them, I give them to her one by one and say, oh, here's Bugs and here's Lola. It's the stuffed animals from Space Jam. She loved those. So I give them to her one by one, and she puts them on the sofa and change the diaper. It's so cute when she does that, And then the funny thing is, when they're done, she's just, over the shoulder. Next baby. It's so fun. She's so careful with them on the couch. And when they're done, over the shoulder. Last week my mom was here with her and she was like, are you just throwing them? Yes, they're done, she said. Yeah, it was fun. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I don't have any crazy plans this week, actually. Not that I mind. I mean, I don't need to do something. I don't need to do a lot. My body doesn't work that way. I need quiet days. I need time to just be. Today I'm doing laundry because power is cheap today, apparently. I have a page on my phone that I follow that tells me what power is costing hour-wise, because right now it's so expensive, so I'm looking at when it's cheap to do the laundry and everything. And today it's cheap all day, so I'm just doing a lot of laundry. And yeah. So today's a laundry day, and maybe tomorrow everything needs to be put together and back in the closet and everything, I can do that tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Rosa is here. Maybe tomorrow night. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe I'll do it later. If it's dry. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah. So I've been talking for about half an hour now. And I don't know if there's anything more I need to tell you. Is there anything I need to tell you? Only, congratulations to Vingegaard, the Danish bicycle rider who won Tour de France. I haven't seen any of it, it's not, I'm not interested in any of it, so sorry, but I'm not. They started in Denmark, so it's kind of impressive that a Dane won the entire thing, and apparently he was a good driver out there, helped other people and waited for someone who took a fall, and yeah. But it's all over the news, and it has been for I don't know how many days now. Jonas Vingegaard, and he's still in yellow, and I mean, I understand that for people who like this sport, it's important, but sometimes it's a little much. I know it's big and it's huge that a Danish guy wins this. I mean, the last time a Dane won Tour de France, it turned out years later that he, like everybody else at that time, was doped. That was Bjarne Riis, if you remember. And apparently today they're checked thoroughly to make sure that nobody is cheating again. So maybe now they're all clean, I don't know. I don't follow it very closely. It's not, I'm not interested in bike riding, I used to follow football very closely, especially the Danish national team. The same goes for handball, but it's just not that much of a deal anymore. I mean, maybe also because my husband isn't into sports, Maybe if he was watching football or handball or hockey or whatever, I would watch it more as well, but it's not a thing in our house, and we don't have TV, we don't have channels. We don't pay for that. We just stream. We have HBO Plus, and we have Viaplay, and we have Disney Plus. That's it. Yeah, that's it. We have these three. We used to have Netflix, but they just kept upping the price, and we weren't using it enough, so we dumped it about a month ago now. So we just have these three streaming services. Yeah. And I don't really watch a lot of TV anyway, We watched a movie, Sonic, the other day, but other than that, mostly I watch TV on Wednesdays with Rosa because she loves watching Peppa the Pig. That is actually the one day of the week where I watch the most TV, if she wants to. She loves to play and she loves to do whatever, but usually around 5 o'clock or something, she's like, "Can I watch Peppa?" Of course, she's saying it in Danish, but and then sometimes if she's tired or just not up for anything, I can see it when I pick her up. I know, okay, today is a TV day, and we're just hanging out on the couch and cuddling and watching Teletubbies or Peppa or anything else. I mean, pretty much she's ruling whatever we're doing. And I try, to do so we don't watch TV all the time. I mean, I don't want to make the TV her nanny because she's here to spend time with us. So we play and have fun, but I mean, it's been a long day for her by then. So, of course, she's tired. And when she's tired, she just wants to relax a little and just hang. And I let her do that. I mean, if she came in the door and just said, TV, maybe then I would say, yeah, no. But she doesn't. Usually she comes in the door and she goes, Palle! Palle, that's a red cat, and she just adores him. She loves him. Usually she's like, Palle is my cat. And then I ask, what about, I don't know, Max or Oscar? No, they're your dasters. I'm like, okay. So Palle is her cat out here. I wonder if I should give some bills to my brother because he's an eater, He eats a lot. No, it's okay. But usually when she comes in the door, she's like, Palle! And then she runs around trying to find all the cats. And then she's like, come play with me. And we go in and we find her play food. And she starts cooking dinner for everybody. And she runs to Palle, trying to give him food, and usually he's just laying somewhere and she's just putting food all around him. It's so cute. And he's like, looking at her, it's like, what are you doing? And then she's trying to feed him with the play food, and he's like, oh, okay, and lays down. It's like, you're a weird tiny human, but I like you. And he's just letting her do her thing, Then she has this unicorn horse stick. I don't know what you call them. Then there's a stick with a horse's face on it. And in this case, a unicorn. And I bought her one of those a while back, and she loves that one too. So she's running around with that, and then Pelle is like, "Oh, what are you doing now?" I mean, you could practically see it in his face, and it's like, "What are you doing?" And then okay, I need to sleep. And then we bought her for Christmas last year. We bought her a pink Vespa, this tiny motorized Vespa. Actually, they say she can't drive it until she's three. But she's just inside the house, and I'm behind her all the time because she needs help steering that thing. Otherwise, she's just bumping into everything. But then we are taking a ride around the house 1 or 10 times, and she's like, "Wee!" It's so much fun. And yeah, that's usually what we're doing when she's here, and we're just having fun and relaxing. And our aim on our Wednesdays with Rosa is for her to have fun and relax, and have this as a safe haven. And then in September, when gymnastics for toddlers start up again, that's what we're gonna do. I pick her up, we play a bit, and then we go to gymnastics, and then I bring her home. That's what started this Wednesdays with us. That I was taking her for gymnastics. Yeah. Sorry, my nose is itching. Yeah. I have some plans for some videos that I want to make. I don't know when, but it's subjects that are important to me, and one of them is about bullying. I was bullied terrible when I was a kid. I mean, I was bullied from first grade all the way to 9th grade, and I want to talk about that in another video, not this one. And then I want to make a video where I talk about kids, or the lack thereof in our life. It's a sensitive subject for me. So I don't know when I will make it. And I don't know if it'll be long or short. That depends on how I'm doing that particular day when I'm filming it. But you should be looking out for those videos. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know if I have a lot of other stuff to tell you. Maybe I should start making some notes so that I have something to tell you. But the issue is, with me being at home all the time, I don't really do a lot. I mean, I could start telling you about the books that I read or listen to and stuff like that. And when I have my mount coming in, I'm still waiting for that one, by the way. I could do, diamond painting videos where you see me working on those, and yeah. But, I would love if you have anything that you would want me to talk about or tell about or anything, I would love if you would tell me down in the comment section. And yeah. But I think I'm gonna end it here. It's almost 45 minutes. I think that is okay. So don't forget to give this video a like, and don't forget to comment down below. So yeah. Have you seen her? She's so gorgeous over there. My Freya. She's beautiful. I love having her hanging over there. I mean, I'm just happy whenever I look at her. So yeah. So don't forget to give this video a like and comment down below. And if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to have you as my subscriber. And then push the bell if you need or want to be notified whenever I put up new videos. So until next time, bye.